Hello, it's Monday. How are we all? Let's just split. How are we all? What are we all up to? How have we been? Have we had a good weekend? The weekend sets us up for a good week going forward. I always feel like Monday's a new week, a new start. New week, new start. We can start the diet, we can start the exercise, we can change a pattern, we can change a behaviour. So yeah, what are you guys changing for a Monday? Also, please do like, share and subscribe. And do come and follow me on my page, Transitions with Rebecca. There is 2 pages. I do morning messages. I do picker cards twice a week. I'm going to try and start doing lives again. Hopefully coming up. I haven't done lives for ages and it's all due to me just literally not having time. But I did used to enjoy doing lives. So do come over and join me. We do a mood card every day. We do quotes. We do all sorts on there. Sometimes I do free distant healing. Do all sorts on there. Right, let's have a look. What is going on? This is a love reading. We have a karmic in our midst. You obviously want to come out. Whoa, so we've got someone here that is very selfish, a bit of a liar, someone that you may have met on a dating site, somebody that wears a false mask. This person lies, I'm afraid. They say it all the time. We've got our wires crossed. We don't, we're not getting, you don't understand me, etc., etc. And you're like, really? Because I think I do. And it's a karmic lesson. So we have karmic. This is a karmic lesson for you. Okay, this is a person that wears a mask. They tell you things and then they don't do it because they're selfish. So they may say to you, oh, I really like you and I'm going to spend more time with you and things like that. And basically that's just to keep you on side. Really, they don't want to spend that time with you. They just want whatever it is they can get from you, whether that's their, downtime, when they need somebody, or when they want a booty call, or they just want someone to talk to, or maybe you've got good energy and they zap your energy and take your energy, or maybe they come to you and they moan about things and they get things off their chest, etc., etc. But they do say things like, I love you, you're the only one, this is a new relationship, new love, that you mirror each other. And that every time you say to them, well, I can't understand, what's happened here. They're like, we got our wires crossed. That's not what I meant. So they'll say things like, I'm going to see you this Saturday. Or I'll see you next Saturday. And then when it comes and they've got something better to do, then they say, well, we must have got our wires crossed. We must have got our wires crossed. So I think that for some of you, you're coming up to having a lot time today and have some fun. I think that's what they're doing. They're having some fun. They may have just been through a divorce. We get the divorce card. They may have just been through a divorce or a serious split up, break up. They may be saying that they're not ready to commit to you because they are, freshly out of another relationship, or because that friendship, that relationship is still annoying them. It's still bringing things up for them, so they can't possibly commit. They may be saying that my kids get in the way, so there's no way I could possibly commit, and that comes in with the divorce. We also get your friend wants to be more than your lover. Now I do feel in this scenario that you're bothering with somebody that's unavailable, basically. I'm actually reading a book at the moment about unavailability with men or women. We both have the problem. The one thing that is apparent, and I'd already picked this up before I read this book, but a lot of people don't realise that when you're unavailable, or when you're meeting unavailable people, you are actually unavailable yourself. You just don't realise that, okay? You blame the other person for being unavailable, and you wouldn't have brought an unavailable person in if you weren't unavailable yourself. And that's actually the thing that you like about them, although you don't realise it, and that's due to your wounding. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. I'm loving the book. If anybody wants to know where it is, I will let them know in the comments box, because I can't think off the top of my head. You know what my brain's like. But anyway, I do think for some of you, there is somebody else in the background, but they're not as appealing because they're available. It says your friend wants to be your lover, but the problem is they, and I think that's where this new love comes in as well, they are more available. And because you're in the middle of this karmic cycle, trying to learn the fact that, you know, people that lie to you, people that wear a false mask will never be yours. You're still in that pattern of learning that lesson. You're not seeing this other person for the person that they truly are. In fact, some of you might not even realise that this person likes you. The other person is saying, look, my work and family pressures, you know, it's all to do with my ex, etc., etc. But I think that that's to do with the fact that they use them as an excuse to not be around you, to not give you what you actually need. And I do think that you, one night stand, they're using you selfishly to have some dates and have some fun. I think this is a karmic lesson for you. I do feel like you've met this person on some kind of dating site. Look, I'm not doing this today. So somebody that's unavailable will say things like, oh yeah, you know, we're together, blah, blah, blah. Look, the timing was just not right. They'll say things like, oh, we're meant to be together forever and I'm always going to love you. And they start doing this future talk with you. But actually, they know before they even start making this conversation that they're not going to be able to stick to that, okay? And so the problem then is they start backing it out, I'm a liar. They start backing out the karmic cycle by saying, oh, actually, I can't do this today. You know, I'm still in love with my ex. There's too much going on with my family. My kids are always going to come in between us. And at the moment, I can't do that with my kids because my kids have to come first. Or they start saying the timing just isn't right. I love you forever, but the time is just not right. So then what they're doing is they're sort of saying, you know, they're dangling this carrot and saying, well, I might be around in some time, but actually they're not. That feels great to you, really, because you're actually not ready to commit because you've still got wounding and things like that. And they'll even go down to say, you know, like, we mirror each other, we're the same, but in some ways you will be. In some ways you will be. You know, it's just separation. So when they're spending loads of time with their ex or with their family or at work or whatever it is they're doing to make it apparent that you can't spend lots of time together, they're just like, oh, well, we're just separated, you know, like, you know, I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and we were going to do this and we were going to do that, but, you know, I can't do it now. We've got our wires crossed. Let's see if I can find out some more information about this other person that I feel like you've got around you and you just don't see it. And that's because you're busy needing to break this karmic cycle with this other person. Okay, look, reconciliation. That's what happens with them. They keep wanting to come back around. And the problem is that's not helping this new love. Look, I'm still ascending. So that's like when they say to you, oh, I just can't be. I'm just not ready. I'm just not mentally ready yet. But if you wait for me, and what the meaning is can he still be there for me whilst I find the right person, while I, you know, have some fun? Because right now I don't want to settle down with you. Bloody hell. Right, that one we're going to come out. Right. So you get romances coming in, new partner. This situation needs firm boundaries with this person, and this new person needs to see that you've got some firm boundaries with this other person, and you have played out your contract together, and we should move in together. And that's like the opposites of what somebody who is unavailable will do. They'll say, let's move in together, knowing fair well they can't move in with you. And the whole fact of it is, look, and it'll always be your fault, and their marriage will always come in the middle of you, and we are just friends. And this is just basically, this person is never going to commit to you, all right? This person is never going to commit to you, even though you want them to. And there's somebody literally in the outer edges of your life that is trying to get in and that wants to be with you. And you're just not seeing it. But I can't really get their energy, and I feel like that's because this other person is proper consuming you. Even though, and you will know by what I've said, that they consume you that much that it's not healthy. Okay? Right, I'm going to have to disappear because we are going to run out of time. Look, love is just around the corner. You have got it again. So if you want to get out of this, you can do, and you can get a new love and you can move on, but you need to learn the karmic lessons. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.